If you're inside of our chat and you can hear me, I want you to say, bring on the pig race. I want to see that in the chat. This is an official chat test. This is very scientific. We want to make sure that you are not watching an old video. We want to see that you're watching the live video in real time. So if the audio is working, someone in the chat say, bring on the pig race. Haven't seen it yet. Yeah, they're watching something old. Oh, they're laughing at my joke from earlier this morning. Someone says, bring on the pig race. That maybe someone's sitting here, though. Socko FPV, are you trolling? Look at this. We're starting to see the news about the pig race. We're going to run this pig race and get ready for our final race. Yeah. Everyone excited about the pig race now, huh? Can you do a pig squeal? Anyone? There we are. I knew Skip would be able to. Yeah, buddy. Pardon? Can you what? We're getting yeah buddies. If we can just get one quad to power up, just to check video real quick, just one on the live stream, just one quad, any random quad on any race band channel. I know Chris is staging the wild pig race. I turned off the audio. I turned off the clicking. I wish we could see the tower what they're racing. Is that a PTZ camera? Is there any way I could talk out of the PA and just announce? Just on live stream? Is there, how would I do that? Just live stream. The stream's back up, but aren't you flying this thing? Okay, do the pigs and then we're doing the champ. But we're ready to go whenever you are.
Forget the pigs, they're not ready.
Yeah, buddy. So, hello, FPVLive.tv. Yeah. We're getting yeah buddies.
say we're having a fun fly while they're on the stream, they're gonna get pissed. I got it. Do it up.
I twist stuff. Hey, what's up, FPVLive.tv? We're live once again in Sebring. What's going on, Todd Wall? You
Hey,
feeling
man,
good?
loving it.
Now,
What about you?
Well, having a great day. So out on the track, they are doing a pig race, and our good friend Walter builds these drones. And if you haven't seen him, he's Botmon on Instagram. He builds drones out of. Hold on one sec. We're talking to Chris Thomas on the
All
Chris
right.
Simon. Just do it on your voice, dude. I'm in here on the live stream. That's how I call my best friend Chris Thomas, dude. So he builds these drones. He basically makes a shape fly, and we lost the audio on the live stream, and we want to thank each and every one of you in the chat for letting us know,
with us,
you
yep.
know, that the audio was down. We had to do some rebooting, some rewiring. We are back up, and we are in a holding pattern. So this is like the 7th inning stretch, racing these pigs and sharks out on the track as we
Pokemon
await
balls,
the
yep.
final 8. Now,
Absolutely.
while we're waiting, we've done our work. Now we need you to do your work.
Yep.
We believe that we are staging right now for the biggest race in the history of drone racing.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's too much, but I mean, this is a huge race.
Yes, it is.
$10,000 is going to be awarded to the winner. We'll be handing out, I think, about $19,000 to this whole group that we are looking to run here in just a little bit. So we want you to share the link. Get out on social
Yep.
media right now. Start
YouTube. Yep.
FPVLive.tv, the YouTube link. Start sharing. We want to see those numbers go up.
Pump it
because
up.
obviously we lost audio, and
Right.
no one wants to look at me and Nelson over there in the background waving, so can you hear you? We understand. But it is coming up here in just mere moments. The pilots are in the takeoff zone. Their quads are ready. And it sounds like in my ear there's no one left. I don't know if the sharks won or the pigs won.
I'd like to see that. Yeah, without a doubt.
Some oohs and ahs.
Who won? They're asking who won. And a bunch of oohs and ahs going on in the background. Yes. Let's see.
It sounds like the shark won.
The shark one,
Yeah,
huh? All
shark
right.
won.
Hmm.
We're going to stage him up. Let's get into the race. Hello to Dirt Diver. Comments on the chat. I was on FPV chat. Big fans of FPV chat. They're big supporters of us as well, Dirt Diver. If you want FPV chat gear, all you got to do is go to FPV chat, fpv-chat.com. That's where we talk year-round in a Slack chat.
Yep.
It's a good time.
Absolutely.
Interact with a lot of these pilots, myself. You guys are on there as well.
Yep.
But let's see what we're going to be talking about next week. Let's go racing right now.
Let's do the race. Thank you, Mr. Scully. All right, looks like we're getting prepped. Thanks for being patient with us as we work through the technical difficulties. I think we're back straightened out and ready to roll.
We are powering up quads. We're powering up quads as we go into our final 8 finale of the Sebring Drone Race. We'll introduce you to our pilots here in our spectacular. Top right-hand corner of your screen on race band 3, qualifying 23rd to our finale. California on Channel 3 is Humboldt 710, the reigning DSA freestyle champion. Qualifying 22nd to our finale in the right-hand side on 6 is the guy from Tennessee, part of the Music City Multi-Rotor Company, Nub, making it to our final 8. Qualifying 21st to our finale in the middle of your screen on race band number 5 from Rochester, Illinois, representing the MultiGP chapter Capital City Multi-Rotor Racers. That is the one and only Falcon X. On race band number 4 on the left-hand side of our screen, making the trip from just up the road in Pompano Beach, Florida, representing the Miami FPV Racers, it's Nubs. Qualifying in the number 11 spot on seat number 7, flying once again in a finale on Connect's Pro Site Digital. From Hemet, California, representing the MultiGP chapter Riverside Elite, it is Fedora FPV Bapu. Qualifying 4th and working his way up through our finale, all the way from Hahnville, Louisiana, representing the MultiGP chapter Sela FPV. That is a guy in the top of your center of your screen on 2, Mad Air, Kane Madair. Qualifying third overall and will be second officially on our finale grid, has been driving toll road to toll road back across the state of Florida, working his way up to our finale, a guarantee through each and every round from San Antonio, Texas, representing the MultiGP chapter Alamo City FPV Racers, the legend that is Chris Garza. Say hello to Gars. Your top seed in our finale, representing our friends of the MultiGP chapter Overdose Racing, is all the way from Dallas, Texas. He qualified second overall and had the second fastest lap on the course as well. Ivan Rodriguez, your top seed is NV Astro. Those are your 8 as we work our way to the 5-lap checkered finish. One pilot getting $10,000. Everyone getting a couple hundred. The money is on the line, and it all comes down to this. We're doing our safety check for the last time here at the Sebring Regional Airport as we prepare to go green. We expect to be a spectacular race of drone racing for a ton of cash. All right, pilots, goggles down, thumbs up.
Here we go.
Pilots, arm your quads as we go live on the tone in less than 5. Stand by, stand by, stand by. I forgot to unmute it. Remember all those issues we had with sound? Come on, man.
It's only $10,000, Scully.
It's only 10 grand.
Come on, man.
I rolled out the red carpet, and I kind of got it dirty. You guys ready for this? We also want you to use the hashtags Hobbico, Fusion Race, Love Your Hobby, and MGP Sebring 17. Everyone on the social media. $10,000 will be decided in about the next minute 40 seconds. Pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Pilots, arm your quads as we go live on the tone in less than 5. The go tone, and who gets the whole shot? It's going to be Mad Air and Piastro right behind him. Nubs, Falcon X. It's a good race. Everyone is up as we look out to the wing, and it is Chase Cam under the wing, over top of the Fat Shark Viewing Center, into that front side straightaway into the chicane. Look at this pass out, and MV Astro, your top seat goes down, but he could get up. There's money on the line for everybody. It looks like I'm thinking that Mad Air is going to be your first one across the line. Nub, then Garza in the number 3. Bapu up to the number 4. Nubs in the number 5. Humboldt 710 in the number 6 spot. Falcon X in the number 7. Was 5.7 seconds separating those 7 pilots that are still in the air, chasing your leader on 2 around the original arches, backside straightaway up to the MultiGP gate, or up into lap number 3. Mad Air with a 19.296. He's flying smooth. He's not feeling the pressure, and no one's bringing it to him. 2.4 seconds back in second is Nub, then Bapu FPV, Falcon X, Nub Z in the number 5 spot, Garza in the number 6, but he has been pounding some smooth laps over the course of this thing. He could catch up if he sees some of those 20s and 19s. Mad Air onto lap number 4, 2 to go. Bapu is crossing over as well behind him, but on that lead lap is Mad Air, Nub, Bapu, Gars, Falcon X, and we have just 2 laps to go here for our field. Watch Mad Air working his way around the original arches. Nub is giving chase to him. He's now around the original arches as well. Mad Air now on his final lap, guys. Checkered flag is about to fly as everyone's seeing white right now. Everyone's crossing over. Falcon X crossing over in the number 2 spot. Now Gars has worked himself up from 6 into the number 3 spot. It is 2, 5, 8 in that order. Bapu's now up in the number 4. Nubs with the Z in the number 5 spot. And Mad Air is $10,000 richer. 5 laps in 1:37. That is the fastest lap record on the course. Your reserve champion is Falcon X. 5 laps, 1:46. And third on our podium is the legend from Texas, Gars. Connects hits the top again with Fedora FPV. Bapu finishing in the 4. Nubs with a Z finishing 5th. And from there, looking at lap times and traffic, Nub 6, Humboldt 710 7th, and MV Astro in the number 8 spot. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you do for the fastest and richest pilots now in drone racing in 2017? Sebring, make some noise for your champions. Celebrations up on our stage, well deserved. Lots of money on the line. We're going to be setting up the Gauntlet, and of course, Mad Air, the one that'll be flying up the front, but we'll give him a second to regroup. You can see all the excitement. They are just losing their minds inside of our Fat Shark viewing zone across the way. I want to thank our sponsors. A huge payday. Thank you to Fat Shark. Thank you to Ready Made RC, the leaders in all things FPV and beyond. Team Black Sheep, TBS, Emax, Aerops, Urban Drones, B&H Photo, Hobbico, Blue FX is more. There's more racing still to come with that Gauntlet race. While we do that, we're going to go over to Todd Wall in our interview tent on FPV Live.
Hey folks, this is Todd Wall with FPVLive.tv. I'm here with Fred. He's from South Africa. He was flying earlier today. What do you think about this race, man? I mean, that final.
It was amazing. Really,
Absolutely.
It was. I haven't seen anything like it.
Right.
It's really, that was amazing.
I mean, they were fighting for position the whole time.
Definitely
Yep.
the best pilots in the world.
Yep.
Competing for that one.
Absolutely. Yep. So $10,000 on the line for the first place winner. $20,000 total purse. So tell me, who are you rooting for? Anybody specific or?
Mad Air.
Mad
I
Air.
saw him on the last round. He was going pretty fast.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I thought, yeah, he'll take it.
Yep.
First,
Yep.
I thought Night Fury would take it, but yeah.
Hey,
You know
well,
what
I mean,
happens and
things change, things
you know what
happen,
happens.
right?
Yeah,
Gotta make it up until the end, for
It
sure,
happens.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
And we're going to be staging for not only the Gauntlet piece, but we're also going to be staging for giving the awards away. So you guys need to stay tuned. Give us a minute, and we'll get in transition. Let's go to a sponsor break, and we'll be broadcasting here shortly the award ceremony as well as possibly the Gauntlet once we get it set up. So.
Introducing the Strix AUK 210, an extremely durable, lightweight X-frame packed full of great features, such as the machined aluminum camera mount. It has Cricut VTX integration, and all hardware is included. One of the main benefits of this frame is the true X geometry, which makes it well balanced, easy to fly, tuned, and very predictable. This is an incredibly durable frame, so Strix is offering a lifetime warranty on the bottom plate. Visit StrixRC.com for more information and to find a dealer near you.
their channels. Oh, I should be able to find it by name. That's right. I can do it. All right. If you were just in that last race, congratulations. You got money coming. The awards are going to be under the tower in the forum tent. But before we do that, we have to run the gauntlet. So if you were just racing, we need you back to the line with your quad on the exact same channel that you were on as we get ready for the gauntlet. This is some good watching, but please stand back an additional step from the fence. Matt Air, the Sebring Drone Racing champion, $10,000 to the good, is going to race in racing direction while everyone else is going to race in the other, running the track in reverse. So Matt Air, Falcon X, Gars, Bapu, Nubs, Nub, Humboldt 710, and Envy Astro. We need you to get back out to the line. And Chris Thomas is lining them up right now. And I am just going to walk off of frame here as I'm going to try and tune in. Just one sec. We got to tune in the ProSight quads. Hey, Chris, so I can tune in the Connex quad. Can you get Sean?
Hey folks, this is Todd Wall with FPVLive.tv. I'm back here with Fred. We're going to talk about the Gauntlet. So this is kind of a fun little activity that Chris Thomas has come up with, where pilots fly in the opposite direction down this track and see if they can avoid each other in transit. So what we're trying to do is
It's all day. Why not? Put
Why
it
not,
through
right?
that. Yeah.
luck's on your side. Might as well push it
Exactly.
one extra step.
Exactly. For entertainment purposes.
Right, why not? So we're going to live stream that, and so we got two. One's going to be on Connex HD, and then one's going to be standard analog. So I think he said who it was. Did he say who was it? Kane? Who was flying in this? Do we know? It's Bapu and Kane. Is that who it was? Or Navihawk?
It's
So we're flying everybody.
it's number one against everyone else. Flying in the opposite direction.
Gotcha. Okay, so this will be absolutely interesting and fun. So let's.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
No, you don't think he's gonna make it?
He's gonna finish it. I don't.
They're
think
gonna
it's
try and do it.
possible. No.
Hey, are we down? Are we up? Back up and back down. Okay. Hey guys, live chat audience, if you have any questions for Fred or myself or Scully, let us know. Post them in the chat. And give us some feedback and talk to us. Maybe ask some questions. Need you to keep promoting for us all the way to the end so we can do the awards ceremony. All right, Scully's getting.
This is just for Chris's entertainment.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So let's correct that. Basically, this is the Gauntlet, right? So the winner goes in the opposite direction. Everybody else goes in the proper direction, and he has to make it all the way through. How many laps can he make? You think you want to guess at that? Think he'll make one lap?
That's one pass.
Right. We'll give him one lap, right?
Maybe one pass, maybe two, but no more than that.
No more than that,
I doubt
right?
it. I doubt it.
Oh man.
We're
So
gonna
this is
see some
be-
parts flying, definitely.
Yeah, parts are flying. Yep. All right. So let's see here. All right. When we announced who won the we actually announced the Fusion. It was a girl, and I can't remember the name. It was Jennifer Tumbolt or something of that sort. It'll be posted though. Look at the MultiGP Facebook page. It'll be there. Look at that.
Laps. around the track. 5 laps around the track. While the rest of the field that were racing against them in the championship run the opposite direction, and we've thrown in 2 Connex ProSight quads, one flown by Night Fury, the other one flown by Brain Drain. As we look to Matt Air, he is again on channel number 2. Everyone else is racing. Pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Pilots, arm your quads. As we go live on the tone
30 left
in less than 5. Here we go. Rodeo, Mad Air up and underway. He is working his way around through the wing. He's underneath one side now, around the tail, and then back out the other. No one near him. What's the rest of the track doing as he goes on that front side straightaway, out by the road, out by the, oh no, first whack, and down he goes. Down he goes. Who got him? I don't even know who got him. He's down, guys. Oh, we got some destruction going on. He is done. The first ever winner in the Gauntlet was McFly. It happened in Florida. He was able to go the distance, and Kane Mad Air unable to get it done here this afternoon. You think with $10,000 he'd have been able to replace his quad. I don't know if he turtled over by the fence. I couldn't tell what was happening over there. That is, ooh, I'm watching Gars and Nubs doing a little demo derby action just for fun. Astro doing a little freestyle racing. Sometimes we do both. And I think we are on board with Brain Drain in digital on bottom left, coming up high. There's 2 quads going in the same direction. Let's see if we can route. I think they're chasing each other. Oh no, looks like Brain Drain has flipped directions if I read this right. Yes, he has. We have 2 remaining in the air at least, and Astro Chicken's out. Who's still flying? Just Sean or Brain Drain? Just Sean? Well, the last quad in the air is going to be your TQ Racing. He will be your winner of the Gauntlet. That is Sean Taylor, Night Fury, they tell me. Nice roll up high. They say the winner is the guy who actually knocked Kane out of the sky. I don't know. I thought it turned into last man standing. So once again, and this is for the final time of this event, bring them in, guys. Bring them in. We will do a DVR review to see who took them down. And those of you on the live stream, feel free to follow along. This is a DVR review in process, as we will try and use the process of elimination to see who is the true winner of the Gauntlet. I mean, props to Night Fury. So we're going to play this. This is going to stutter and stammer. It only plays in real time. It only plays in real time with 4 up. So we're going to try and narrow the process of elimination. So Mad Air, we're watching him on 2. See where he goes down first. It was right about here. So he is over by the road. He gets around Horizon Hobby. I see they're chasing him. Oh, someone almost got him right there. If you're seeing my mouse, someone almost got him right there. Oops, wrong button. I got excited. Hold on. I was so close. Yeah, buddy, let's try this one more time. Let's try this again here. Got a little distracted. Here we go. This is what we did last night. Okay, over here. So, watch this replay again. Someone almost gets him here. Who's doing the... There we go. Who's coming into the chicane? Do you see the chicane? So that is 3, I think. Humboldt, yep. Chris calls it without even the 8. Oh, he sees the OSD. So Humboldt almost gets him. You see, we're watching Kane's FPV feed. Humboldt is going just going to miss him. So it's almost Humboldt. Now maybe Humboldt goes around and yaws and goes after him. I don't know. So it wasn't Humboldt. Oh, it was Humboldt. Humboldt with the win. Humboldt 710, the winner of the Gauntlet. All right, guys. Scully's DVR is not done. We were able to track it down. Now we watch that in real time. Here it is in real time. You ready? It's coming up in real time. We're going to bring in, here it is in real time. If we could have our top 10, if we could have our top 10 pilots into the production tent, we're ready to hand out some hardware to you. One more time in real time. It happens in the chicane section. Mad Air on the left, Humboldt 710 on the right. After Horizon at that gate, here comes Humboldt. There goes Mad Air. Humboldt wins. We could have all our pilots here inside of the production tent. We are going to recognize your top 10 of the Sebring Drone Race here at the U.S. Air Sports Expo. While we do have a second, lots of people that we want to say hello to that have been hanging out with us all week long. I want to thank Skip. I want to thank Skip at Platinum Vape. He brought us the Platinum VIP tent for all of our pilots. He also kept our entire crew nourished. Our thanks to Platinum Vape and Skip as well for helping us out. I want to say hello to all our friends that were in their chat from FPV Chat, where we spend a lot of time chatting throughout the week as we get excited for drone racing. Say hello to my friend Hype, Dirt Diver, Passum, Drones. We also want to thank Bluegrass Multi-Rotor, who's one of my FPV Chat friends. But on top of that, he picked out the line of the day. So we've had a couple line of the days. One line of the day came from 2 days ago, and that was our good friends at Lumineer, where I was talking about the timing system, and our timing system here brought to you by Immersion RC, the IRC tracker soon to be released. And the one comment I said about the tracker, I was talking about some technology a little bit out of my pay scale, and all of a sudden Lumineer posts Scully equals alternative facts. So that was one of the big comments in the live stream that get awards. Bluegrass Multi-Rotor, when I was talking about needing an assistant and needing someone on camera with me, I said, you know, we really need to get a girl in here and to be my co-host. Bluegrass Multi-Rotor with a line of the chat the next day saying, ooh, get on the Scully casting couch. We really like that. All our friends at FPV Chat. Again, fpv-chat.com. You get registered for our Slack group, and there's everybody in drone racing in it. We also want to say hello to all of our sponsors that are here and watching all around the world. And you can stick in with us. Our celebration is inside of the production tent as we line up our top 10 pilots getting set to receive their awards here in race control. So again, we require to slide in here. We're going to need Joebot Racer. We're going to need Cody, Joebot Racer, NV Astro, Humboldt, Nubs, Bapu, Gars, Falcon X, and Mad Air to work their way into the production tent. Well, Chris Thomas, what did you think about this event?
Man, that was awesome. From a race director's perspective, sitting in the middle of the course the entire time, it was a great show. I had a lot of fun. I could track the pilots completely through the entire race. There's a lot of upsets. You know, I got to admit, I was rooting a little bit for Sean Taylor. He's the reigning champion. To see him go down was tough. Johnny, who has been on fire, just killing it. And then, of course, to see Ivan in that last race get knocked out. It just tons of upsets. But it was a good show. That's the kind of racing I like to see. 8 in the air. It's tough for traffic, but from a spectator's perspective, it was unbelievable.
And you're hanging out all weekend long with our friends at the FAA, and safety is always our policy. And we've had to do some things that probably going to be part of our playbook. How about the relationship that we have developed out of this event at Sebring with our friends at the FAA?
You know, I think they really enjoy it. The most common question that I heard while I was here is, how is this going to get more pilots into general aviation? Right? They want to see guys start up like this, and then hopefully start flying real airplanes. So we had some really aggressive racing in a really tight course, but it was safe. It was controlled. We had no major emergencies. It was unbelievable. So FAA definitely gave us some good advice on how to make sure that what we do is safe, how to keep track of things, and hopefully we gave them a good example of a race. There we go. All right, so using this feed, Joe, you got to catch the tiny whoop if it comes back by. Okay. Just the feed. In your hat, in your hand. Oh! I'm a lot better like that than with chopsticks. Yeah, so we had a great time, man. Kane definitely deserved the win. He pushed hard. His last run, that was a course record, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, no one was able to touch those numbers. So he did 5 laps in 143. Five laps 147. So it was or 137. Lots of numbers. 5 laps 137. So they were super fast. Now the track record still would go to Night Fury with a 17.6, but in that last session in 18.7 and a whole bunch of 18s for Matt Air, looking at 18, 19, 19, 19, 19, 20. And definitely that was the pace. And, you know, we saw him work his way up, and I think qualifying 4th to our grid overall, had some issues. And, you know, there was a guy that we expected to see big things at the championships, and he's been competing a lot lately. Came in with a different mindset, and you saw him just leave it all out on the track when it counted on race number 14. We're going to be awarding some hardware here. How about hanging out in the center? Did you get any of the feedback from any of the spectators that are out visiting with you? There's lots of dignitaries who want to hang out with CT this weekend.
The spectators in the center, they loved it. They were pretty engaged. Almost got whooped there. They're pretty engaged. Whoa. Get out of here. It was good. There was, I think, a lot of new people to experience drone racing for the first time, and hopefully some new believers in it as not only a sport for the pilots, but also something that's fun to watch.
I really think so. And, you know, a lot of people, too, getting to work with digital. And we saw Connects Pro Site at one point in one heat. We had 3 of the 8 pilots flying the Connects Pro Site. And in our finale, we had Pro Site represented. Of course, Bapu is going to be coming up to get some money, finishing the number 4 spot overall. And really exciting here with the drone zone that they put up at the Sebring Drone Race, where you could fly the Hobbico. It's kind of weird. You can fly the beginner drone from Hobbico if you are a pilot that has professional skills, and if you didn't, you're flying around the Falcor with Connects over in their tent. It's great to see all the technologies together, but what do you think about the digital? Once again, I think, my personal feeling, that we've been saying for the longest time, especially with our tour with Hot Import Nights, digital is the way of the inside, because we're worried about the latency or the drop-off and the issues outside, but we didn't have one drop-off. Connects really rocked it outside on this expansive course. What do you think?
Digital is definitely almost like cheating. One of the most difficult parts we deal with. You got me. Is making sure we've got good video. We spent a lot of time at this event making sure we had good video. So sorry, I'm half distracted watching the tiny whoop. They're just mesmerizing. Whenever they're buzzing around, you just gotta watch. Connex has huge potential here. The pilots are starting to make the adoption into the technology. If we can get something as light as possible with great video, I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, our friends at Amazon definitely helping us out. We had receivers for days, and the great thing, we were talking about the wiring. We had some issues because for analog, our receiver was up tight, and during that race, I'm flip-flopping all over the place here, and it took me like, almost 2 minutes. All of a sudden, now we have another station. So that was obviously exciting. As we have our grid here, we're going to make our podium presentations in front of our wall across the way. We'll prepare to hand out the hardware here to our top 10 of the Sebring Drone Race. All right. We have 2 mics to do that. We're bringing up this whole top 10, right? Whole top 10. Are we bringing up the whole top 10? Sure, we're just doing the top 10. One at a time, just run.
Use that check. Can somebody wrangle pilots? You're welcome to use my megaphone.
That's awesome. Well, Chris, we're going to wrangle up our pilots here. Our first one that we're going to be looking for to slide in to accept a handshake and some awards will be Cody. Finished 10th overall. Qualified pretty high into our order and, had a pretty good run. He's another one of those pilots that has made the flip to digital. He's one of my Facebook friends as well. I think everyone's my Facebook friend. You and I are Facebook buds as well.
Yep.
So
and real friends.
Cody Knudsen.
Real friends, too.
$250. There we are. So we can have our top 10 come up for a presentation inside of the production tent. Looking for Cody first to come on up. $250 the richer. Got so close but went down on lap number 4.
Yep.
And so basically, the top 10 need you to come into the live stream tent. What else do you want to talk about? How about the go-karts? You guys went there on Thursday.
Let's not talk about the go-karts.
No? Oh, you didn't win.
There was some issues with the go-karts in regards to specs, and yeah, I lost.
Well, from what I heard, that Space Case all the way from Aurora.
Upset. Same thing happened to me. You just can't win them all.
Sometimes you can't win them all. And right after that, of course, they did drones versus carts, and that always ends well.
Yeah, you know what? Ivan was out there along with Racer X, so they were going head-to-head with the... No audio. Can you guys hear me in the chat?
You're saying no audio in the chat.
Let's go. This one?
There you go. 2 guys, 1 microphone. Does that work for in the live stream? New mic is coming down. Can we have someone go get the pilots? Yes. Put me back on the PA. Where's my...
Hey, Cody, get over here. Cody. All right.
All right.
All right, guys, you got audio now?
60 seconds
Nice,
or less
nice.
to get into the FPV tent, or we claim your prizes.
Yes.
I could use the $250.
Oh, you can hear me,
We're gonna
not
watch
Scully?
Cody. Come on in here. We can have our top 10 into where we're live streaming against the logo wall.
It's been a long couple of days, huh?
Racer, Cars, Nubs, Mad Air, NB Astro, Humboldt, Vapu, Gars, Falcon X.
Mics were good.
Mics work great. We can race little pieces of carbon fiber using video wirelessly, but microphones, not so much.
Nope. And hurting pilots apparently is a lost art. So, man, but we've had some crazy couple of days. We have gone 16 hours a day, every day, the last couple of days. If the production looks like the races are running smooth, it's only because we are working really hard. So, Random Chaos just asked in the chat, can you have that red MultiGP shirt? This MultiGP shirt, you cannot have. It was provided by Ultimate Team Gear. They're a sponsor of MultiGP. You can go to Ultimate Team Gear. You can get a MultiGP jersey, or you can get one made custom for your team.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I was talking about my sweater earlier. I got this in Ibiza, Spain from our friends at DDC.
Oh, those are good guys.
They are a multi-GP chapter as well.
Yep. Not only that, they're doing a lot locally in Spain to make racing a reality. I'm a big supporter of anybody who's working to make racing happen. That means you start, you go out, you have a race. If you don't do good, you have another race and you get better, and then you get better and you get better. The best way to do it is do lots of races.
That's it. And we ran a lot of heats over the course of this event. I mean, they ran 6-7 times in championship racing, especially if they got in the loser bracket. They ran 5 qualifiers. They ran 4 or 5 practice sessions. They got a lot of flight time.
Yep.
And, you know, it doesn't sound like much, but at the same time, there was 118 pilots.
Right.
That's like the biggest event, the biggest open event that we've ever had, and they got to fly that many times. Like, talk about some of those big events, you have to put all their packs from those 2 events into one, and the pilots have to be happy.
Well, you know, there was opportunities for the pilots to fly more, but that would mean we would get up earlier and the pilots would get up earlier. The first day, I think we did pretty good. We missed one round that I really wanted to get, but we just ran out of daylight. We had a lot of issues as guys got used to the course, crashing into the nets, and that took more time than we anticipated to recover the aircraft. Overall, it went good, but personally, I would like to have done better for the pilots. So if you're watching the live stream, I apologize. I give us a B-, and we wanted to give you an A. Now, yesterday, different story. It went beautiful. We finished 1 minute before the predicted final time. So it was a perfect day. The pilots got plenty of flying. A lot of it had to do with the guys having more experience and crashing into the nets less. We also fixed some more of the video issues, so pilots had clearer video to see. It was a great day.
You know, it's really funny, and, you know, we've been harping on it a lot, and people are thinking, you know, that I talk about how we get late in the day and there's more issues, and some people are like, it sounds like the race director needs a Snickers. It's late in the day, and he's getting angrier. But you see more crashes.
I'm always
people
angry.
getting tired, and normally what we do is what you're doing out in the field is you'd power off one, and we'd defect and try and find the bad one in the heat group.
Yep.
And it got so bad that even in our, you know, race 11, 12, 13, you would power everyone off and just leave one guy's quad on and say, listen, at this time you must realize it is your quad. So I mean, the biggest thing that we've seen, you know, to get the clear video, once you got rid of those janky VTXs, video was great. You know, we had a few video issues that I think were wiring on a few pilots and stuff like that, but here with all this metal and people, it was an exciting time, and video was, you know, great, clear. Made for some great racing.
You know, the big thing is make sure that you have a good VTX. Make sure you have a good antenna. There's a lot of cheap options out there when it comes to antennas and VTXs. I can tell you that there's usually a reason when you buy a brand name why it costs more. I know that at our championship, a lot of the guys are running the TBS equipment. I know we've run great events using the immersion equipment. The 2015 championship was primarily immersion gear, so it was great. Let's go ahead and get some pilots up here. Cody, can you come up? Cody, if you can hear me, come on up. If you can't hear me, come on up anyways.
Why don't you get in between the two of us right here? You're a big guy. Let me see if we can squeeze in. It's cold anyways, so it's kind of nice to get close. So, how was racing for you?
It was awesome, you know. Number one thing was come down and experience a race that you guys put on and see what it's all about. And, I mean, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. So
And for Cody, too, it was a last-minute decision, and you did everything that it took. I mean, you have to thank some people that are, I'm sure, watching at home to see you receive your cash here tonight.
Oh, I mean, first, Joe Scully, you know, he's the one that kind of got me in here, and Max Amps for the battery support, and yeah, and all my guys at Die Hard RC and FPV Racing in Seattle. So I got a pretty good crew at home that's supportive.
Yeah, shout out to Die Hard RC. They were a huge help in the 2016 championship. Not only that, they brought out pilots last year, which I'm surprised weren't here. You did a good job representing them, but who would have known what would happen if you brought the whole crew?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got a lot of fast racers in the Northwest, and I'm looking forward to the championship this summer.
So normally in 10th place, we would be presenting you a ribbon right now that says you tried your best. We've used those for other reasons, but you're still going to get $250 in cash. That'll be coming sometime between now and the championship. So I don't know the deal. I don't know how it's presented to you. It's not a big check. So congratulations. Anything you got to say, Joe?
A handshake. Glad we were able to make it happen. You almost paid
Sorry
for
to
the
leave
whole
you hanging.
trip with your winnings that you earned. 10th overall. Congratulations to Cody Knudsen, 10th overall. Congrats.
Good job. All right, next up, who we got, Joe?
Moving up to the number 9 spot, our youngest racer at the event, and I think our youngest racer that has ever entered a championship event, and that is Drobot Racer, finishing up in the number 5 spot in race number 13.
So, Drobot, I actually was riding along with you. I know that when your quad was going out to the line, they were fiddling with the camera. They were trying to get it powered up. You'd had a couple crashes, and you were just getting your gear running. Now, when you were racing, I don't know how you flew. I'm a Star Wars fan, and you literally used the Force. How'd you do that?
I would just go from the last thing I saw, and until I saw more video, then I would keep going.
Well, you definitely have some serious skills. I got to say, the pilots who did move on to the next round, they're probably lucky that you didn't make it, because who knows what would have happened. You may have upset Kane, and he might be sad right now. So thanks for coming. I can't wait to see you at the next race. You got anything to say, Joe?
No, I mean, it must be exciting. You met a lot of pilots for the first time here. Who are you most excited to meet and race against here at the Sebring Drone Race?
Probably Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor, and you beat him. Congratulations, 9th overall. Drobot Racer, $350 to the good.
Good job. Can't wait to see you at the next race. Thanks. All right, next up we have a fellow Texan. We've got NV Astro. Where are you at? So I've flown personally in Dallas. I'm from Dallas. I spend a lot of time there. I don't think we've ever flown together, have we?
No, we have.
So, say hi to some people back home.
I want to give a shout out to Overdose Racing, which is my chapter that I run. I mean, but it's hard being a racer and an organizer at the same time. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to them and to my buddies that I fly with, which is Sed Hendo and Adam. Me and Adam have actually been flying almost every day for the last month, getting ready for each other. He's up in Miami doing DRL, and I'm doing Sebring here.
Winning money, taking names, $450 to the good. You were the 2nd overall seed. You held that TQ spot for a while. You had the fastest lap. And, I mean, we were so excited to see a throwdown in that final end. What happened in that final race?
I mean, I think I was in 2nd place, but I think somebody rear-ended me, and that brought me down. So, I mean, I feel real good on the sticks all day, actually all weekend. So.
Well, another pilot. I mean, you guys are doing Texas proud. Our congratulations. $450 to the good. Our congratulations to NV Astro, Ivan Rodriguez. Great racer. And I'm sure you're going to be higher up in the podium at the next one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We're going to bring up in the number 7 spot, Humboldt 710, Shane.
And he's also, in addition to this place, make sure we remember that he won the Gauntlet.
He did win the Gauntlet. Let's bring up Shane. And he's the reigning world champion freestyler. How often do you see a freestyler?
World champion.
World champion.
World champion. Wow.
And
That's amazing. He's good at the flippy floppies. So, all right. Your racing today was really good. What happened in the last race? I really expected to see you right there battling for that first place position.
I was just pushing for the first spot, pushing to try to get ahead, and just went in a little too hot on the over the middle, and went into the gate too fast, and just ended up going a little too fast for what I needed to do, and ended up in the net. So that's the way she goes.
It sounds a lot like the go-kart racing. That happened to me. The same thing, but with go-karts. That's why I lost. What do you got, Joe?
Well, I mean, a lot of sponsors. You're part of a famous team. Let's give a shout out to those that got you here.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Drone X Labs. They're my favorite guys. I got T-Motor. They're a big part of everything I do. Icon Electronics and Dynegy Lipos. Every one of these guys has given me a bunch of help. So thank you very much.
Thanks to them, and our congratulations to Humboldt 710. He is a whole bunch richer. $550 to the good. Great racing, and the next one, you're just going to keep doing better. Love to see you racing this weekend. Congrats.
And most importantly, you have also won the Gauntlet. So congratulations.
Yeah, how in the heck did he see that? Getting closer to the top. Let's go to the guy in the number 6 spot. He was tearing it up in that championship race. The last race, he was second, and then after lap 1, lap 2, lap 3 went down on lap 4. That was bad news. He's still going to get some money. Let's bring up Nub.
Hey, buddy. How y'all doing? Good. So, who you got to thank for allowing you to get here?
I have to thank Vivid Aerial. They're the ones who paid for my trip to get down here. I've been going through a little bit of a rough patch, and without them, I definitely would not be down here to participate in this race.
Thanks, Vivid Aerial, for making drones great again.
Making drones great
again. We really
again.
appreciate that. By the way, there's been a known rivalry between you and Nubs, right? Yeah. Battling back and forth for a position. I'm sorry to tell you, but you have lost the title. You're going to have to win it back at the next time. Nubs actually finished 1 place above you.
I'm going to have to change that.
Yeah.
So at this event, you were in the winner's bracket, and then you dropped down into the consolation bracket, the loser's bracket. Do you think that gave you any sort of advantage because you got like 2 more rounds than the other 4 guys that you were against there?
I definitely don't think it gave me an advantage. I had a huge scare in round 11, I believe it was, when myself and Racer X went down, and he was a little bit farther than I am. But it turned out he was on the previous lap. So I was waiting around for 20 minutes having a heart attack, waiting on somebody's determination of the race.
Well, you got a bunch of cash will be coming your way, maybe by PayPal, $650, and we want to show off the 2 Nubs. Can we do this? Let's bring your arch nemesis in. Let's bring in. He places 1 position higher than you. It's Nub versus Nubs. This is a Nub showdown. Look at this. Wow.
So apparently this is an important part of your life because it's how you chose your pilot name, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was brought up on me. Someone called me Nubs, and it just stuck. So, oh well.
I actually, the day that I was supposed to be getting voted into my motorcycle club was the day that I cut my fingers off, and the following month they determined that Nub or Spider-Man would be the best one. I'm glad they went with Nub.
Well, congratulations to Blake Sams. He is a whole bunch richer in the number 6 spot, and he is going to walk away with $650. Congratulations. Great watching you this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good racing.
Already in the number 5 spot, right? Yep. 5th overall, Nubs with a Z.
Nubs, you are representing for Florida. Really proud of you, man.
Thanks, man. We work really hard to get here. You know, it's anyone's race coming out here, so just to make it this far is kind of feeling blessed. So really appreciate what you guys have done for us out here today.
You know, I've seen you racing from the very beginning. There was a time when I think I went down to Miami. Were you there when I beat you racing? Were you there that day?
That was someone else.
Yeah. A lot has changed since then, man. You have practiced hard. I have seen a huge improvement.
I feel like freestyling can make you a better pilot on the racetrack because you are moving quicker for different obstacles when you're freestyling. You see something really quick, you got to move. You see Johnny FPV doing yaw spins through gates over here correcting his errors. So I think becoming a better freestyle definitely shows out on the track.
I don't know. An ode to the flippy floppies. I don't know about that.
Well, no, I mean, flight time in general, whether you're freestyling, whether you're racing, Sean Taylor's perfect example of that, right? Just getting time behind the sticks definitely pays off.
Definitely. Stick time, huge, important.
So let me ask you this. We've got a buddy also down in Miami, Eamon, who's not here. How do you think he would have done?
Eamon Kelly would have been tough. He's always the guy that I've had to chase to beat. And when he's out there, he's hard to catch. He's just that precision of a flyer. It sucks that he couldn't come out here. His wife's pregnant. Due any day now, so sorry, next time he'll be out here.
We miss you, Eamon.
Miss you, bud.
Free Eamon Kelly, right? All right, so we got a trophy for you.
A trophy plus $750. It's heavy, too. That is the real deal. There's no Sharpie on it. That is the real deal. Congratulations. 5th overall at the Sebring Drone Race. Our congratulations to Nubs.
Thanks, man.
Good job, buddy.
Breaking our top 4. Imagine showing up at a race. Normally, what do you get? You get a couple props from our great sponsors, maybe a lipo or something like that. Or obviously giving away trophies as we get closer to the top. No, oh my God isn't here. No, he's on Rotor Riot. Yeah, you're all right? You just hand it to me. I got this. We're giving away these huge trophies. But imagine this. You're just inside of the top 5, and you're getting $1,000 to go with it.
Right.
We got a guy with a brand new pilot name. Bring him in. Fedora FPV.
Come on up. So a MultiGP tradition is that you don't pick your own pilot name. Obviously, Bapu being your name, you picked. So we've decided at this event, because of your nice fedora, you've got a new name, Fedora FPV. Congratulations on that.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
This had to have been a great week. I mean, you already live in paradise in California, and welcome to the best coast, the East Coast here in Florida. But you're here, you got your missus along, and she was competing, and man, the girl power at this race, she got like 4 laps like in the qualifying, you know. That was amazing. You must have been so excited pitting, racing, and having fun with family.
It was an awesome experience. I mean, having the both of us doing this together, and she was my spotter, you know, through the finals, and it was. I'm just blessed to be able to share this with her.
I know we've been hanging out at a lot of events here this season, and of course, we all know the story of the Aloha Cup. You go out there and just proved that there's no latency, and why squint, why look through it, the digital, and you know the one thing that we've been talking a lot. It's great for indoors, but outdoors maybe there's dropouts. No Connex with issues out there.
Nothing. I mean, it was flawless. The entire 3 days, not even a blip, no pixelation, and it was smooth sailing. Like I said, I probably had the people running digital probably had the most fun on this track because it was an awesome track. It looked great to the goggles, and it was flawless. And I thank ProSide for coming up with technology like that to make it happen.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, I always say the legend that is Bapu, and I think back to F3 Expo when you're on the Thunder Drone Championship team with Ready Made RC, and watching you at XDC2, and you just go out there and you don't have the fastest laps by any means at the beginning, but then all of a sudden you're breaking the cusp at the end. You got a pace and a strategy, and how do you keep your cool like that, Bapu? Is it just because you're chill all the time?
Well, number one is just to come here and have fun. I see a lot of people get nervous a lot. I don't get nervous. I try to do my personal best and just take it one lap at a time. And I'm just amazed at how this top guys, Matt Air, Sean Taylor, they could be on their first practice heat and they throw down amazing times. I just can't do that. I have to progress into good times. So and like 3-day events like this makes it easy for me, like Aloha Cup and stuff like that.
And yeah, I mean, progressing, and even in that final, I think you may have posted your fastest lap in the session, 20.525. I think that's your closest to your 20.
Probably, yeah.
Look at that, progressing faster and faster, and when it matters in the championship, he does his fastest lap on the track, 4th overall, huge trophy, $1,000 richer, Mr. Fedora FPV.
Good job, Bapu.
I wasn't expecting this at all, so I'm a happy camper.
Well, if you want, I do have a Sharpie in my pocket. We can find something else for you. Take the glass. Congratulations, Bapu, Fedora FPV. I did have a Sharpie and I lost it.
Trophies are getting nicer.
Yes, and heavier.
We need this paper here.
Yes.
So next up is the birthday boy.
Birthday
Chris
boy.
Garza. Chris Garza, where you at, buddy? Come on up here.
Hi. This is going to be the best podium interview ever. Put your seatbelt on.
So you don't fly like anybody else. I was thinking you need to get a button for the throttle. Do you think you could fly like that?
Just full on and or off? Yeah. Just put a switch, a monetary switch. Just do that.
It's abnormal because it's very erratic and it doesn't look like you have control, but apparently you do. You got third place, so that should mean that you knew what you were doing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So you've had a very eventful time. I really appreciate you getting here. I know we haven't had a chance to find a tattoo parlor, but what was it you said you were going to do?
If someone has a tattoo artist, they got their gear off. Put a little tattoo MultiGP on me. I don't mind.
I think that's going to be a first. Unless you beat him to it, Scully.
No. Not yet. Not yet. I don't have the. Well, I'm going to do the multi-GP tramp stamp. I'm just saving up the stamps to get it done.
I only have one tattoo, and it's a frequency chart, and we don't need it anymore, so I don't use it any.
56, 58, race band 1. So a huge weekend. I mean, you sacrificed to make it to this championship and kept driving back and forth, back and forth. How many miles did you put on this weekend?
I'd say at least 450 miles.
And last night at like 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, we were just going to bed from doing our DVR reviews, and you're like, okay, dudes, I'm going to come back. Like, how much sleep did you have last night? And you come out and had an outstanding Saturday.
I had like an hour's sleep in the car because I didn't want to wake anybody up when I got here at 4 in the morning. So.
You imagine. And next time, take my advice. If you're already qualified and you're fourth, I think, qualified, you can drop that last qual, sleep in, just rock it in the championship.
Yeah, I wanted to get some GoPro footage, but
that's it. Ran the 5th qual, guys, just to get GoPro footage. I like your style. Well, we're going to give you a bunch of cash. We're going to give you a huge trophy. He's going to get $2,000 for his efforts driving back and forth and rocking it on this course. Yeah, $2,000, bro. $2,000. What do you guys do for Chris Garza?
And before we go, I think you've got someone back home you want to thank.
Yeah, TurboMach. Thank you, TurboMach, for getting me here and putting me up in this awesome place and racing with all these guys. It's awesome. It's surreal.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks, TurboMach. We appreciate the support, and thanks for letting Chris Garza come race with us. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Congratulations, bud. There you are. Don't forget your trophy. It's heavy.
All right. So, second, we have Falcon X. Where you at? Coming up, buddy.
Yes.
Well, that was crazy. What do you think? How was this race?
It was nuts. It was a dirty second, but it was so fun. I think I hit everything, but I also hit my fastest lap of the day, so I was pushing ridiculously hard to get there.
You know, we have a strategy here. We want pods to practice before the real race happens. How do you think that affected your ability to perform out here today?
Practice? Oh, that was everything. Trying to get that gate going over the pilot's tent. That took a few times to figure out if you had to go right, left, over it, and being able to get some packs in made the difference of the world to be able to put on a good show for everybody.
You mentioned the net. Did you get caught in the net at all?
Not once. You don't have to give props.
Because some people still owe me props, and I'm trying to collect on all that.
I gave Kane a prop. Kane got a prop from me. That's the only prop he's getting.
Gotcha. So, what you got, Skulls?
And rolling into that last race, your fastest lap of the day, which was you broke the 19s. You were at 18.9. But, I mean, look at these lap times in that one. You had 2 19s as well, a 19.2 and a 19.9. You're with those guys. Like, did you see any of them, or are you just locking your eyes on that next gate?
I saw right at the beginning there was one guy, I can't remember who it was I passed. I never saw Kane. He was ridiculously fast. He never messed up. He had everybody in his brake lights, so he killed it. He deserved this more than anybody.
He did get you by 8.6 seconds, but you got the guy behind you by 12.8, so you really kicked ass, so don't forget about that. He was legendary. It was his day, but, I mean, you got to be so happy with that. We're going to give you a bunch of money, too. How does $4,000 sound?
That sounds like a lot of new quads. And maybe another trip to Florida.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Sounds good. Well, we can't wait to see you at some of the next races. Really appreciate you coming out. Falcon X, definitely the story of the Phoenix rising from the ashes, right?
Oh yeah. We had a hobby shop fire in August of last year, and it's been really busy end of the year, and this is big. I can't wait to take this home to the boys. So
great way to start off 2017. Hope to see you at the championships.
Yeah. There we are. Beard power, they're saying in the chat. Congratulations, Falcon X.
All right, good job, guys. Good job. All right, and we have a new champion. Where you at, Kane? Coming up, buddy.
Hey, guys.
All right, Kane. You, at first, you were a little inconsistent. You know, you weren't really running hot. There were guys running on all cylinders, and I saw you going slow. I was a little worried, honestly. I checked your Facebook to make sure there was no weird problems, but then all of a sudden, man, you just pulled it out. What happened?
Well, at first I took it slow, found my lines, found a good pace to fly at, and I just tried to improve on that. And it got me this far, so I'm happy.
I'm sure you've got some people you want to thank.
Oh yeah, definitely. My mom, my dad, my boss, all of my sponsors. I couldn't do it without any of y'all, so I'm super happy. And MultiGP, obviously, and Joe. Great jobs. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Would you say this is the best race you've ever been to?
Yeah, absolutely.
would you say that if you didn't win a lot of money?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, in that last race, you set the course record. Am I right, Joe?
Yeah, on the of all the championships, 5 laps 137. No one came near that. I think it was like 5 laps 140 was the closest to it. So you shattered the record, just full throttle, wide open. And did you know you had it by the time you got by them and you were leading by at least 4 seconds?
Well, my spotter said I had a pretty hefty lead, so I just kept on my pace and waited for the moment.
I mean, 8 seconds, that's like almost half a lap. And yeah, you rocked it. It was absolutely awesome. Were you a little frustrated when you crashed out, though, and you had to work your way up from the bottom?
Yeah, well, that's definitely not something I wanted to have to do, but, you know, it is what it is, and I worked my way back up.
And we look back to MultiGP champs, and I think that's where the pressure kicked in, and now a different mindset, and it's paying off here, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. In previous races, when I've been doing well, I've slowed down to, you know, relax, you know, finish. And every time I've done that, I've gotten a little sloppy. So this time when I had a lead, I just stayed on my pace, and it worked out.
We were watching a course, you know, the leader, and you're the leader in a number of races over the course list. Great smooth lines. And, of course, before we make you a little bit richer here tonight, who do you want to thank that's got you here tonight at Sebring?
Definitely Tim Nilsson. I couldn't do it without Lumineer. I've been incredibly blessed, and I plan on making it work and doing as best as I can for him.
Well, I know Tim somewhere is bouncing around because he loves seeing his boys at the top of the podium. We got a massive trophy sponsored by our friends at Team Black Sheep. But here's what you've been waiting for. Mad Air, will you please accept $10,000?
Yeah, buddy.
You the man. Yeah. Woo. His name wrong. Yeah.
Good job, buddy. If you could just hold on to this for a couple of weeks, let us work some things out, and I'll give you a phone call when you can do something with it. We got a trophy for you. Good job, Kane, man. You made us proud. I know I looked over at Tim Nilsson, and he looked like a proud father at that moment. It was awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, buddy. What a great race. Your champion of the Sebring Drone Race, $10,000 to the good. Mad Air, Kane Madera, and what a great event this has been, Chris Thomas. We got a celebration to get to over in that forum
We have a lot of catching up to do. Normally there's a lot of shenanigans. There's a lot of risky things that happen, and we are behind, honestly. We're behind schedule. We got to get caught up. I haven't seen you eating any street meat. I've not seen any homeless challenges. I mean, this has been very, very relaxed, and we've got to fix that.
I know. Well, I've been saving up for tonight. It's a Saturday night. We're going to party here. Thanks, everyone, for checking out our live stream at FPVLive.tv. This has been the richest race and the biggest race now to kick off 2017. Congratulations to all of our winners. We handed out over $25,000 in cash, destroyed a lot of props, motors, and quads, crowning new champions, seeing some other guys heartache, defeat, and, of course, that bliss of earning that cold, hard cash. Great drone racing and a great event. MultiGP once again. What was it in Korea? MultiGP #1, and it is proved right
America
here around the world on FPVLive.tv. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.